Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Conscious Conversations. I'm here with the men from Heartled Support and at the HQ, their head office, the hub.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
How exciting. So we're just going to chat all the things today about the business, the culture, the participants, the visions. So this one's going to be great.
Sick. Thanks for having us.
No worries. Jeb, Keegan, and Darren, the men. So,
Three Musketeers.
the three musketeers? Who wants to tell us who is Heartled Support and where did it all start? Where did it begin?
That'd be me.
Yeah.
Cool. So Heartled began back in September 2022, and was a moment where I was actually sitting in a meditation, and I wanted to expand on the work that I'd already been doing in the sector. Keegan was already having a bit of a play in the space as well and learning about it. And Daz was getting quite familiar with it as well through just watching me do some work. And in a meditation, it dropped in. I needed to connect with these two men. And we got together and we sat on the floor of my house with a laptop, and we just looked at
Why didn't you have furniture at that point? We sat on the floor.
I think it was after my ayahuasca journey. I might have sold everything.
Materials mean nothing.
Absolutely. We just really wanted to bring a really great, impactful service to the NDIS. We all had experience working with men through men's work, through healing modalities, through movement, through lived experience. We just had a lot of connections with men. And we bring all those ideas together. Now we've been 3 years in business and on a fantastic job inside the sector.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's kind of like how it all began without going too down the deep rabbit hole. But, yeah.
That to see you guys with a hub in such a short amount of time is like incredible. The growth that's happened in the 3 years is just phenomenal. And you guys just won an award, right?
Yeah. New business award for Moreton Bay. Let's go.
Yeah. So
we should have won the business of the year, but
Absolutely.
it was rigged.
like a lot of things. Right?
Yeah.
So what was the business award? Like who is involved? Let's talk into that.
Yeah. Whoever gets nominated for the region of Moreton Bay. So where does Moreton Bay start?
So is it like a NDIS thing, or it's like any small business?
Any business.
Yeah.
Right. North of Brisbane.
Which is a very large area.
Yeah.
Heaps of businesses.
So Sunny Coast, so like border of Sunshine Coast, right out to what I believe is Sanford area.
Yeah.
And then up into what would be like the catchment for Brisbane City and Moreton Bay, kind of where that crosses over as well. So
right.
And all businesses from mechanics, bakers,
cool.
florists, all that sort of space.
Yeah. Amazing.
There was a few other disability companies there as well, which was good to see.
Yeah.
A lot of tourism companies involved as well. Yeah.
Amazing.
Our category, I think, best new business was the biggest amount of nominations. So
Yeah. New business. So within the last 3 years, what's your growth rate been? Like, what are your numbers? What you started with, how many participants? Now you're at, and what are you aiming to get?
Yeah. We started with us three as staff. Now we're at it's like 130 or 140, I think. Participants.
So hang on, 130 participants?
No staff.
130 staff?
Yeah.
Shut up.
yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. Because we started doing our rosters and stuff using a whiteboard.
We did. In my house.
And I used to text Jeb. I'd try and do the wages, and I'd have to call him and say, "Hey, can you send me a photo on the whiteboard that's in the house?" And I'd count all the shifts individually.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, and it got to about 10 staff, and I said, "No, something's got to change."
This is taking 11 hours.
We did pays with a notepad, and we'd add up their hourly rate and like do all the math for super and the tax and everything. It was interesting days, but it was fun.
Yeah, right. So 130 staff in And how many participants are you
Because
helping?
Yeah, it'd be 180 something.
Right.
Sort of
So what's the
category.
vision? Tell us where you headed. What do you want to
Yeah,
do?
Australia wide, 300 participants
Yeah.
by the end of financial year 2026. And then beyond that, I guess it's like, yeah, Australia wide premium disability support provider for men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
And
think
just household name, like known.
Yeah.
we'll keep growing and getting bigger as long as we can deliver what we say we're going to deliver.
Mm-hmm.
If that becomes diluted, then I think we'll slow down a little bit. But yeah, as long as we can keep doing what we're doing, the way we're doing it,
Yeah.
we'll just keep growing.
Yeah. That's the main thing, right? The support that you offer.
Mhm.
It's incredible. Like
Mm.
all men just thrive on having heart-led men show them the way.
Mhm.
It can change everything
Mm.
for the men.
Yeah.
So around Australia, amazing. Hubs like this,
Yes.
staff, all the things.
Yeah.
And I want to talk into heart-led sisters as well. Because is that the plan for them as well? Would they integrate into all of those? What's
Yeah,
happening
yeah,
there?
pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the same plan
Mm-hmm.
for them as
Blueprint.
Heartled support.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's ticking along powerfully. Got how many staff?
There's about 23 female staff,
Mm-hmm.
I believe now.
And that's less than 12 months.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
about 9 months or so.
And it's only really in the last 6 months that we've started to really push it. And,
Mm-hmm.
our focus was always men supporting men. But then, there was so much need
You came along.
Yeah.
for well, that's right. You were our first female staff member, but you were supporting men.
Yeah.
So, men know men,
Mm.
don't we? And it's,
Yeah.
so we stuck with the men for a while, but then we were doing such a great job with that the female, what's the word? The referrals started coming
Yeah,
through.
just kept coming.
Yeah.
For participants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just
participants.
for women and conversations of like support coordinators ringing us up saying, man, you guys deliver such a fantastic job. Can you please start doing this for the women? But it's not really what we want to do. We're really good at supporting men. We understand men. We've got a really good idea of how and what men need. So then Keegan spoke to who is now a GM PR and said, hey, would you like to run sisters for us? Because women get women, right?
Right. Totally.
So it only made sense, and then that just grew. And the more we talk about it, like yes. And there's some support coordinators and people that have given us work in the past only just become aware of that like recently as well. And they're like, oh my god, like great, and we've got more referrals for you guys, and it's going really well. And Pia's got her own direction and where she wants to take that, and we're just in support of that.
Yeah.
She's kind of got a bit of free reign on where she wants to take sisters. She's very experienced in the industry.
Yeah.
She's a qualified nurse, background in complex behaviours and complex disabilities. So it's yes, Pia. What do you need?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Just
amazing.
go for it.
Have someone like of her caliber running the system.
Yeah, and she's very, very good at what she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the different people that you have come in to support, like, is there any like one behavior, or is it like a broad spectrum for the participants?
We like to cover everyone.
Broad.
We don't want to be that provider that's known that just does anything and puts their hand up and sort of does. We do everything. We don't want to be known as that provider. Though when we do have referrals come through for clients that might have acquired brain injuries or spinal injuries or ASD and other diagnoses, we look at what we can provide. And if we can provide a really good service to them, then most of the time we will say yes. But we mainly focus on the psychosocial space.
Right.
Yeah, supporting men with mental health, which is what we really love to do.
Mhm.
So,
And more so our lived experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to speak into that? Like, why you're so passionate about helping men with mental health?
Yep.
Because I feel like all three of you have like been through things yourself to get to where you are today, and that's why you're such great leaders, because you have been there, come out and amazing at what you're doing.
Yeah. Thanks,
Thank
Heather.
you.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
You go.
You want me to go?
Yeah, you go.
We'll go that way. Go that way.
Yeah. Because you're,
Well,
makes sense.
I have a very interesting story. In a bit of a nutshell, grew up low social economic. My dad was in a wheelchair for a small part of my life as well. Spent a lot of time on the streets. Ended up getting involved in drugs, fighting on the streets. Just a lot of destruction. Didn't really have a direction. Looked up to people that I thought I could kind of grab onto something that they had because I was always looking for that direction. Always looking for myself. Through that whole experience, had kids at a really young age. Ended up turning to methamphetamine addiction. Went on for 2 years. I spent some time in rehab. I came out of rehab and it was like my time to go forward from there, which then led me into, I guess, serving public and supporting public around. I was working at the airport and I was doing airport security and aviation protection and guarding aircrafts and all that sort of thing. And then sort of started to spread my wings a bit more, get to know myself more, went through another dark time. Came out on the other side of that, marriage separation, which was a really big shift in my life. And had done a little bit of personal development, a little bit of stuff. Lino, I spent some time with Lino, did some men's medicine stuff, did a bit of Dr. Espin's work. And I got a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth around spirituality and personal development through some dishonest things that I saw happen, which kind of made me go, you know what, this is not me. I don't want to be around this. And everything I learned, I'm just going to throw it over my shoulder. And with that came the breakdown of my marriage. And I'm really in that space too, didn't really choose myself and just got lost in supporting that person, which is a really big turning point. I then reached back out to a coach. I was like, I need to get back into doing that sort of work again. I was working with a guy here in Narangba quite some time. And went all in on myself, all in on martial arts, all in weight loss, all in on understanding who I was, understanding my patterns, behaviors, why I do the things I do, why I act the way I do. Went into mindset, went into belief systems, went into literally everything.
Yeah.
Understanding the law of attraction was just a 3-year journey of all that. And through that, it always directed me back to I want to serve people and I want to support people. Through that time too, I found men's work and I was like, I want to be in this men's workspace.
Mm-hmm.
Worked with Blaze Grinner, a guy as well on the Sunny Coast. It was fantastic. And through that, I guess that was a lot of my lived experience. And then it landed in the NDIS space. I was mentoring guys online and then it was someone showed me the NDIS and I was like, oh, wow, this is really great.
Mm-hmm.
This is an opportunity for me to bring something and bring my knowledge in. And I was helping and transforming so many guys when I was supporting them by myself too. So
amazing.
Yeah, that's a big chunk of my lived experience, but all in a nutshell as well.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Keith?
My journey started when I was 17 when I joined the infantry. I was there till about 24. To cut a long story short, I saw a lot of drug addiction, a lot of abuse with guys that I knew in their partners and relationships, suicide, PTSD, you name it, seen all that sort of stuff, and men that were very close to me. And then I decided to transition out and start working on healing my body because I was a bit banged up from carrying lots of heavy weight and doing lots of crawling and different things like that. And then through that process of running the gym and building up my health business, I got really passionate about supporting people with, things outside of just the physical health. And I noticed that when men came into the gym, I was lit up by mentoring them. Yeah. And then I had a relationship separation and a bit of a breakdown, and I had a lot of these questions come up and kind of existential crisis. And then I, like Jeb, I sought out a men's coach. I was like, fuck, I need some help. I need to answer all these questions, classic male mentality. I'm like, I need to fix this now. So I dove headfirst in. Did some men's work, did some men's circles, did some men's retreats. Then I connected in with a guy called Jacob O'Neill down on the Gold Coast. Yeah. Did a mentorship program with him. And at the end of that mentorship program, I found support work, and Jeb invited me into support work, and I was running my own program at the time, my own men's circle and program, and then the support work stuff was only supposed to be like a supplementary thing for me, and then after maybe 3 or 4 months, the opportunity just kept opening for us, and we were like, oh, this is real. Like this is growing. This thing can be something massive, and we've got a really big opportunity here. And I think from supporting men on the NDIS in the very beginning, I started to notice that there weren't a lot of grounded, healthy, masculine men, caring men that were providing these guys with support. I kept hearing like just horror stories, and I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? And that's kind of where the opportunity came from.
Yeah.
That's my story of how I got.
Yeah. I feel like there are so many men out there that would benefit like massively from having someone to talk to and to do the work with. But a lot of them just sit with themselves, don't they? They just put the pressure on themselves, and they just think that this is just life. And they don't seek out support like you guys did.
Yeah.
And it's
Very
such
common.
It's changed their life.
Yeah, they usually hit rock bottom.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Men don't seek support until they're at rock bottom.
Yeah.
And you got 2 options,
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah.
It's the end for you, or you go and get some help and you make some really good
Totally.
changes.
Totally. Do you want to share your story now?
Yeah, well, I grew up with mum in a wheelchair at a time where there wasn't much help for people with disabilities. Just even the small things, getting into shops around town, there was no ramps, it was all stairs. So, I can remember as a kid just hanging out the front of the shops with mum while dad went inside and did all the groceries. And the mental health battles that mum had, the self-worth, things that came up for her. And then eventually dad had to quit his job to become full-time carer for mum, which then brought its own problems for dad. He had a job that he loved doing. He'd worked really hard to get to where he was, and then all of a sudden he's a full-time carer for his wife. And I just slowly watched the downfall of his mental health. I saw, for someone who never drank while I was growing up, he started to drink a lot more, which is, I guess, men's big coping mechanism is let's just go and drink it away.
Not just men either, by the way.
Yeah, well, that's true. But yeah, just that there was no support, and it like I was very lucky. They were both very amazing, loving parents, but it all just started to fall apart. Everyone drifted apart, and then when we lost mum, dad was just he was just a drifter. Like didn't really know what he was going to do with his life now because he'd given away what he wanted to do, and he tried a few small businesses and things, and it just wasn't quite the same after that. Not having anyone to talk to, not having any help in the home. There was 3 boys in the house. We did as much as we could, but being teenagers, we just messy slobs, and there was no help around the house, no help with mum getting her showered. It was tough.
Yeah,
it was hard growing up. Now I've got an amazing company that can provide that support that we never had. I would hate to see anybody else have to go through what we went through growing up. So I mean, I'm appreciative of the way we grew up because I can see where the faults are and what we can do to fix it.
Yeah, right. That's all lessons, right? And now you can provide support for the participants, but then also the family members as well.
Families is the big one. They're lost in all of this. There's not much for the families.
Yeah. So do you guys offer support for the parents, or do you talk to the siblings? Because sometimes when there's a participant in the household, some of the siblings get forgotten about, or they don't get as much love and care, and they then have their own things come up.
It's certainly part of our future to have those sort of programs running. Definite goal
that we want to create, and
absolutely,
I've spoken to the men about creating spaces for guardians or parents to come and sit and talk about whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Access to breath work, access to meditation, mindfulness, different tools, maybe even little short programs of how to support themselves.
Yeah.
Because we have dealt with a lot of guardians, parents, and you can just see that they're carrying so much.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't imagine how hard it is to be supporting someone that's going through a diagnosis or has just unfortunately gotten into a motor vehicle accident. Their whole lives have been flipped upside down.
Yeah.
Even if it was a man that was providing for the home, and what pressure that puts on the mum or the woman as well. So and I do know
That was my brother. Crashing his motorbike.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was in a coma for 2 weeks. I guess that's part of the reason why I'm here as well. But yeah, it completely flipped our family upside down for like a good couple of years. He had to learn to walk again and talk again and all that sort of stuff. And there wasn't anything back then the thing that supported us the most was Ronald McDonald House down in Newcastle. And they put us up for a couple of weeks and looked after us. And my family was like,
Yeah.
so thanks, Macca's. This show's sponsored by McDonald's.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Definitely not.
But yes, thank you, Ron McDonald.
That's
the power of non-for-profit organisations, and that was the thing back then.
Yeah.
And now we have this amazing, insurance scheme that the government has funded that is an opportunity for us as providers to really start to create really meaningful, impactful change in people's lives, and not just tick a box. And that's been a big part of like our mission and our vision of like, hey, let's empower these people to the point where we don't need to be employed anymore. And to essentially like, let's try and save the government money as well, because that money can go into infrastructure or other parts of, keeping Australia going and fruitful. So yeah, because the NDIS budget is bigger than the Australian military.
Yeah, right.
It's huge. Massive.
So was there a whole heap of changes just happened recently within the NDIS and companies and with the government, like with what they were doing?
They want to. It's kind of a rumor. I don't know too much, but they're saying that there's 275,000 providers across Australia. They want to take out 250,000 of those providers. So they want to squash it down. That way, it's going to be easier for them to manage.
Wow.
And that's a big part of us wanting to really get our heels dug in Australia-wide. Because if we're rooted in, they're going to be like, wow, Heartled support, they already do something really powerful. It's niche. They look after men. They're Australia-wide. Let's not, try and push them out. And we're not going to just get pushed over. We're going to stand and fight for, what we've created. Because this is our beautiful baby. But yeah, there's a lot of big changes and a lot of big companies closing down. Seneca is one of them. They've closed down. No more NDIS support. What are a few others? Mercy Care. A lot of big providers. Are shutting the doors.
A lot of it's come down to a lot of the funding arrangements that have been changed in the NDIS. Like the SIL model from the government is not working. It needs a complete revamp. When you've got participants with 1 to 3 funding, when they clearly need more than that, providers just can't. It's just not cost effective to run a household. So unfortunately now you've got all these participants with nowhere to go because these bigger organisations are shutting down because it's not financially viable.
Yeah, that's really hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
And all operational costs of a provider is not funded by the government. So us to operate as a service and to provide a really thorough service that we provide, we have to employ obviously a lot of people downstairs, that are doing a fantastic job, and that comes out of our bottom line, which we want to put back into our community, and we find that incredibly hard to do because we're not funded for that. We're only funded to provide the support to the participant directly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, all the work around compliance. We have to do all the paperwork we have to do behind the scenes, all the reporting. There's no funding for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes a lot bigger and deeper than just someone going out and
Oh, yeah.
meeting a participant and taking them out for the day. Or
Oh,
like, spending
yeah.
time,
There's
So
monthly
much more.
reporting, you know, there's shift notes that have to be checked.
Yeah.
There's training that has to be done.
Yeah.
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 There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
Mm.
Yep.
Now, do you guys have still houses as well? You have your own
Yep.
still
Yeah,
house?
we've got
We've got 6 ILO homes,
Yeah.
which is independent living options.
Mm-hmm.
So we provide a model where participants can come and live in the home under a very reasonable boarding type situation.
Uh-huh.
And we provide support to them into the community. So it gives people that haven't got an option that might not get funding for SIL, that might not get funding for in-home care or home packages. So we were able to get them out of maybe living with a mum that's completely burnt out to living in their own home. That's
Creating independence as
Creating
well for them too,
independence,
isn't it?
a
And it's
thriving-
affordable.
It's affordable. It's a thriving. We're creating a thriving environment, a place where they're able to really learn, you know, and that osmosis, I believe it is. I learned that one the other week. Like spending
the week.
time. Yeah, word of the week. Spending time with people that are essentially like doing really great in their life, well, you're going to become a product of that. So that's the whole idea behind that.
Mm,
And then
really
the SIL work that we do, working with ASD level 3 clients, non-verbal, you know, very high needs type clients. So we really love doing all that sort of work too, because it's a challenge.
Yeah, that's amazing. And the support that you have for your staff as well. I really want to talk into that because when I was working with you guys, we were doing day events, like you were getting us all
We're
together.
the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
So
too.
I want to speak into that because you offer so much for the people that work for you as well.
Yeah, we offer development days every 3 months or so, roughly. We're doing regular breathwork and cacao with Jeb.
yes.
Jeb's running those.
It's been 3 days without a cacao, so I'm
Tonight,
Cacao for it, girl.
let's go.
great.
We do like a leadership retreat for our managers.
Yep.
We've got a Telegram group that's got like just positivity flowing all the time. And there's heaps of different chats in there. There's like a financial chat. So we put like financial literacy stuff in there.
For not financial
Not
advice.
financial advice, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Financial smack talk.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's a health chat.
Yeah.
This afternoon I'm running a health presentation for the management team.
Yeah, nice.
And just things around that.
It's really important.
Educating,
isn't it?
I do.
educate the managers so they can educate the staff on the ground.
Yeah.
Outside of those development days, but they're really powerful. That's like a 1 day men's work retreat.
Yeah.
You know, you walk out of that just, you know what it's like when you leave a retreat, you just flying high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they get to integrate it into their life, everyday life. And I feel like with having you three as the leaders, you're really great at integration and like showing them the way and how to bring it into their own lives and everyone else's that they're impacting. That's what I love about you guys. Like you're so like just so supportive in your masculine, like just the best leaders for all these other men and everyone else that's coming through. It's amazing. I love watching it. All of you just bring me so much joy. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that you want to share? Like,
We love doing it. That's why I guess it shows through. Like, I was an electrician for 20 years, you know, and I jump out of bed now to go to work.
yeah,
And towards the end of my time as an electrician, I was just like, how am I going to get out of this? Like, what else is there? I can't do this anymore.
yeah. That's your mental health,
Yeah.
right? And that's what you guys are all here for.
That's right. But I didn't make the decision myself. It's like the universe kicks you in the ass, hits you rock bottom, and then you have to make that choice, like I said before, you know. And
You've got to get hit by that truck to make
you do.
you move forward.
Yeah,
To do something.
absolutely.
No doubt you would have had the feather at a few points there, mate.
Yeah, you just weren't on it.
That's right.
So I got the Mack truck last week. T gone, bro. So I think tearing my hamstring.
Oh, yeah.
The burnout and breathwork workshops I run free workshops for other providers.
That's a good point.
Really?
Yeah, other people in allied health services, I just go out there and teach them about awareness, being
Mhm.
aware of burnout. What is burnout? How does it show up? What does it look like? And then I give them 4 breathwork practices to work on.
Cool.
We do breathwork together, and it's so cool going into those spaces where people don't have any knowledge around this sort of thing.
Mhm.
And I get to go in there and light everyone's day up, which is
Yeah.
really cool.
Crack them right open.
Yeah, and they're just like, whoa,
Yeah.
that just happened.
Who
I'm
is
like,
this?
Yeah. What did I just think? Amazing.
I thoroughly enjoy doing those, and then we do a little bit of stuff around their why, just really igniting that passion and back into their lives and the work that they do, and yeah, just teaching like at any moment when you're feeling a bit down or something's happened that's quite going your way, like come back to your why or use your breath.
Yeah.
A little bit of stuff around the nervous system. I'm learning more about the nervous system as well, and just educating them around that. So it's been really cool. I love doing those,
That's really
and
cool.
I'm booking out. Like
Are
they're
you?
booking all. Yeah, people are booking
Yeah.
in all the time.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. I got one coming up that's going to be Australia wide. Yeah,
Yeah,
with an
cool.
OT company, so they're Australia wide, and I'll be doing it online.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, every day I like open up my inbox and it's like accept, and I'm just like, yes, it's great.
Big impact.
Yeah, huge. Huge.
Yeah, and then we do classes too here for our participants.
Yep.
Jeb does mindfulness and meditation.
Yep.
Keegan does strength and conditioning, balancing class. So
Yeah,
I
very
need to get that restart.
yeah, it's been a little bit quiet lately, but
Yeah, we're getting ready for our audit, so things have been a bit everywhere. Audit time. But bringing in Glenn's been amazing to support us with the business. Glenn, what's Glenn's background?
Glenn,
He's been in the industry for 20 years.
yeah,
He's
he's
really
worked in a lot of corporate spaces, really big providers. Through his own words, he's worked for the worst, he's worked for what seemed to be the best, and he's worked for the smallest and the biggest. And he's come through here. He messaged me on LinkedIn. He's like, man, I love what you guys are doing. I wanted to do this all my life.
Yeah, right.
If there's ever an opportunity, please let me know. I'm like, let's get on a call.
Yeah.
Let's just have a chat. And we just kicked back and we just talked. A couple of men just having a bit of a chat about life and then also work. And I was very open with a lot of stuff. It's just like, oh man, this is great. Like I love it.
People
love it.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are not used to that.
Yeah, no,
Men,
absolutely not.
and it's actually like it's weird when that happens for me, probably for you, because we're so used to hanging around guys that are open and wanting to have conversations around things. When someone like Glenn, when we were downstairs and we're going through the training and he was going through his own little process, I was like, oh yeah, I forget that men can be like quite guarded sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, like some of them you're like really opening up for the first time.
Yeah, and they're like,
Yes.
what is this?
And sometimes the words and the things that you talk about is just like they're
It's
just like
mind blowing. They're like,
what
yeah,
does that
what the
mean?
hell?
Yeah, because
Right,
some of the
right.
language we use.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
it's a whole new dictionary
Yeah.
coming into this space, isn't it?
What did you say downstairs when you were clearing the energy?
I was probably speaking of like Sage and what it is and how First Nation people, and I was just talking about all that sort of stuff.
I walk in the office and Braden goes, "Oh, it's good to know we all got energy." Yeah, because Braden's he's not super tapped in spiritually.
Yeah.
And Jeb must have been talking about energy, and Braden would have been like,
What's
"What's he
that?
talking
I
about?"
was talking about like clearing the energy of the space.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did some saging this morning.
Right.
But
And some people like that's
that's
a
our
new
workplace
thing,
though.
right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
Some dude's walking around with smoke everywhere. Coming with smoke out of here.
Coming in with a drum. Doom, 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 doom. Let's go.
They're like, what?
Poor Lockie nearly had an asthma attack the first time I had the Palo Santo out there.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
good. But that's it. You get to crack them open, and then you get to show them a whole new world.
Yeah.
You do, and you can see it. You can see it in them. Like over time, people like Braden who, that he's entitled to be however he wants to be. But to slowly start to soften into himself, it's a really nice thing to see.
Yeah, because that's the one thing with you guys. You give everyone the permission to be fully themselves in every way.
100%.
Yeah.
And I pre-frame that with someone like Glenn who comes from a corporate background. I'm like, bro, whoever you are in this space, like you're just loved and appreciated for whoever you are. And whether you want to lean into what is an invitation for you, like that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, and it's high fives all around. And if you're not, then it's still like, hey man, I've still got my arm around you. I'm still with you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to treat you any differently.
Yeah.
And it was just like, whoa. You know?
And you can take your mask off when you step in here.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to pretend to be anyone else other than
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
so important. Like, I know from my experience of working in so many different industries, like, there was no way in hell that I was going to create a company with these two guys and have people feel like they were like a number or like it makes me feel emotional now just thinking about it. You know, like, no thanks.
Yeah.
I just couldn't let that happen.
Yeah.
Could not do that. So yeah, and that's a big part of the culture. Like, we just want to keep building culture, and we know that we put our time and energy into our team, they're going to put their time and energy into the participants,
Absolutely.
and that's what's going to create change. Not, you know, ticking a box that it's like, yeah, I've done their meal prep and I've done a little bit of work around their goals. It's like really empowering their team so they can step in, because it's not just the words, it's the energy that enters the room as well that changes people.
Absolutely great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
My job.
You wouldn't walk. There isn't too many boardroom meetings that start with mindfulness and breath work, you know, just to ground and center everyone. It's,
What are you grateful for?
we
Yeah.
do our gratitude together.
Yeah.
You know, 16 people around the boardroom table saying what they're grateful for.
Yeah.
Like, it's a great start to a week.
Absolutely. You guys should like show this more on like your social media. Like, it's great that you
Very true.
are doing that for like everything for your participants, but like for your staff and for the men out there to see, like, hey, even for Sparkies or Chippies or whatever running their business, they could start with their men and be like, hey guys, thanks for turning up today. What are you grateful for? Like, let's check in with each other before we start the day.
Yeah.
Could make a huge difference.
It does. There's
Good idea.
a plumbing company on the Goldie that train at Burleigh in the morning. They set up a tent and it's got like their plumbing stuff, and they're all men. They all train down there, and they sit in circle on the beach.
That's
So,
cool.
like, it is happening out there, but I guess also men are quite intimidated by it. Also, it's like doing that type of thing. So
Yeah, I
I
get.
guess through us doing things, it helps create permission
Yeah.
for others.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. When they see other men doing it, they're like, oh, you know, maybe we could do that, or we could give it a go.
For sure. And you know, we cop backlash too. Like, even we've got a campaign.
right.
We've got a campaign running at the moment. Well, you know, the nails, the shiny nails stick out or something. They say, or they get hammered or something like that. The saying is, but you know, like, one person wrote on the post something about, oh, just take him to the pub and get him pissed, and then everything will be all right. You know, and then actually one of our people in culture jumped on. He's like, nah, man, they're actually real good blokes, taking blokes out to help them. You know, kind of thing. And all that sort of stuff still comes in, and it's
but then it's
some
like,
of the culture that's out there, you know. But,
it is, and it's gross. But then you kind of like, well, what's happening in that guy's life for them to comment that? So it's like, checking with him. Like, are you? Like, do you need love and support right now? You know,
for sure. That's
Powerful.
absolutely.
Hurt people.
Right? Yeah. Wow. Heartled support. What a potty.
Let's
How
go.
cool is that, guys? No, it's been so fabulous having these guys are incredible. Like,
We are
honestly,
incredible.
reach out to them. Say hello. This is I don't need to pump up their tires, they pump them up themselves. And that's the whole thing about the work that we do, right? We are so in love with ourselves that we can pour into everyone else. That's what I love about
We
it.
make it fun.
Yeah.
We make it fun, and we bounce off each
Yeah.
other. If someone's you know low for the day, then the other two will pick them up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's the same for the whole office space down there, and then when the team gets together, the vibe is high.
Yeah.
We had taco day today.
Yeah, we did have taco day.
Yeah, thanks for
Tacos.
lunch. That was
Well,
great.
It's all right.
It's so cool that you put things like that.
Yeah, well, we do barbecues for our participants too.
Yeah, that's
So
the other thing.
every second week at the hub.
Yeah.
There's 50, 60 people down
Actually, let's talk about the hub. Like,
there. Sure.
what's here? Tell me what's in the hub,
Oh, I'm
guys.
talking about the hub.
Yeah.
You go.
You talk too much.
This is my fun play. Daz, tell everyone about the hub.
The hub was a vision of ours for what are you laughing at? Vision of ours as a place for people to come to feel safe, to feel at home. You know, looking after people with psychosocial disabilities. A lot of them, you know, get anxiety just going out in public. So we've created a space where they can feel safe and feel at home. We've got a chill out area. We've got a massage chair. We've got Nintendo down there. We've got a gym, sauna, ice bath.
Yeah.
And, you know, they don't have to be on supports to come here. Their families can come here.
Yeah, so it's open for everyone.
Ping pong table, pool table.
Yep.
Even
Anytime.
a wash and a dryer.
If we're open, come in, hang out. We'd love to see you. You know, we'd love to see our participants come in here.
That's incredible. Like even when on the days that they don't have the support, they can just come and hang out.
Yeah. Come and hang out, play
amazing.
some pool, ping pong.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's so
Kitchen's
cool. I love that. Love it.
It's good.
Yeah, and we find obviously having the office space for all the team to work together and bounce off each other really well. We get problem solved really quickly. Yeah, we have a lot of fun together. These guys, I mean, I've been a little bit out of it for a while, but I'm jumping back into the morning workouts. But the whole crew get down there and do a workout together.
Yeah,
before
like
work.
was down there this morning, training. One of the
Not
So you know, imagine
stretching.
8-10 guys just finishing a workout with some loud music pumping and then ready for the day at work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so if you don't like your job and you want you can access a gym, sauna, hang out with good blokes and amazing women as well.
Absolutely, the absolute men and women.
We're
And
constantly
I
advertising
am
for employment.
a woman that has worked for these guys before, and I highly recommend it. So sisters as well.
Yeah.
Anyone looking for an incredible opportunity for work, but also to give themselves, right?
Yeah.
It's really when you're helping other people, it makes you feel amazing. So
And so much growth. Like just seeing some of the team and the messages that we have received in the past, like thanks for so much for Heartled support and a better dad. You know, that coming from staff, like you know, that just means the world to us. And the way other people talk about, you know, the culture and what we have here. Means the world to us. Yeah. It's just like that little bit of juju in the top of the to fill up the cup.
Bit of juju.
Yeah.
Bit of juju. Yeah.
Juicy. I love it. Well, thanks everyone for listening in today. Thank you, Heartled Men, for everything that you do. And yeah, we're going to have a little group hug.
Yay!
Bye.
Nice.